Greetings everyone, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. Last time we were saying we would continue in this area, so let's do it. There's not a huge number left, but there is a huge number left. Yeah. Alright, 4, there's one here. I think this was a 3 actually. 3, okay. Match precision, 4. Okay. Precision 4. So we basically got a tetromino, not tetronimo. That would be like Geronimo, but it's not that. Tetromino, like domino. Anyway, well then it can't be a 4 long. So just imagine all the tetra shapes, basically. It can't be what I've now found out is always called an S shape, regardless of which way it's mirrored. Although maybe it can. I think it can't, because I think even though that does make it possible to do one down here, I think up here is still a problem. Like that, or like that, but it leaves a space. I think it's still a problem. So not that shape. L shapes, T shapes. T shape looks good. T shape looks good. I'm not sure if there's a good approach to these other than just visualize the whole puzzle. I'd be curious if there is to hear about it. I'm playing these fairly far in advance though, so if people have been telling me in the comments, I won't have seen it. Sorry. If a game is too compelling, I will just play a lot of it. So it's the game's fault. Blame the game. 4. Match and this. Okay. So 2 regions, and they're going to have to fit in here. Clearly, this like spikiness here is like similar to spikiness down here in some way, maybe. In fact, well, and these are similar to here. The problem is this has a bit sticking out there, but this bit does not have a bit sticking out here. Like, not the same as this. So that's the sneaky thing here, I think. So how else would this work? Well, unless, no, I was going to say unless the other one's filling that space, but it can't. I mean, it's very interesting though that these match that. But then maybe this matches this? Maybe like whatever's here, I'm just going to draw it in as a, like for visualization purposes, is like there in some way? No. Or like alternatively, like this is like this in some way. I don't mind that because of this. I actually don't mind that at all. Although I do I? No, I was going to say, well, this can't go here because then this can't go here, but this could go there. Like, sure, change the color. Like that. Wait, but no, then this can't go there. No. That space is that space. No, that's fine. You're going there. You're going here. No, you're not. You're going here. Yeah, you going there and you going there is the same as the other way around, right? Is it? Why does that feel wrong to me? I guess it is. Yes. So you can't go there, but also you can't go here for the same reason, basically. Okay. Well, this is just mean, isn't it? That being the same as this is interesting, actually. Like this. That's kind of interesting, although what would happen in the middle here? If you went there, we'd have problems. If you went there, we'd have problems. I think. Yes. I think. Wait, hold on. No, we wouldn't. It's that. Okay, this is feeling good. Maybe. Yeah, this is feeling very good. I don't know how it ends and what takes what in the middle here, but we'll figure that out as we go. Well, in fact, this can't take that space, so you must go in there. Which means what for the other one? Oh, this is hard to visualize. So we've come down from here, like that, so you're taking that red thing. You must be going this way. Which means what for you? It means this. Yeah, this is clearly the right thing. But you can't take that, so you... Wait. Ooh. Is that a problem again? No, because you're taking that. Yes, okay, that's fine. You're going to have to go like this. Like that. Whoa. Sure. It's impressive that it's possible to make... Was it that puzzle? No, where were we? That was from last time. This one? It's impressive that it's possible to make a shape like that where it's not like obvious how they slot together. Because it's because there's like lots of spiky bits sticking out. So a lot of the edges kind of look similar to each other, and it's the hole that kind of disambiguates things, and then this thing that disambiguates things. But still, I'm impressed that that's possible, really. 4. Shape bank 2, 3, or 4, but it's match. So, well, at least that must be true. Can we rule out? So it's 42. We can rule out the 4. So it's not 4, it's either 2 or 3. Now, which of those could I rule out, if anything? And you. Kind of looks like 3s could work, but I kind of feel like I have to do it to find out. Is that true? It also feels like 2s could work. Although, does it? Wait, so 2... It would have to be that, have to be that, have to be that. 2s can't work, so it's 3s. Okay. Well, there we go. 3, 3, 3. You this way or that way? I don't know. You this way or that way? Well, that way, because of this. You this way or that way? Not sure I can say. That's a good way of moving into this now. So if that goes that way, if that goes that way, then we can't do it down here, so you go that way, okay. That'll do. Then with this, if you go up, if you go down we have a problem, but if you go up we're fine. Do that, like that. Once again, we have no sticky out bits, so this becomes slightly awkward to visualize, but I'm sure I'll get there. So not that. Not that either. Wait, what? There's only 2 choices. This. Well, that does work. Hold on. This does work because of this. Yep. Okay. All right. Another 4. 3, 4, or 5. Well. Oh, it can only be 5s then, right? It can only be 5s. That tells us a lot then. Okay. Oh, no. Thanks. Ooh, how do we do this bit like this? That's like that, yeah. Cool. That one was easier because it was only divisible by one of the numbers. what did that say? Decade of what? Something. 7, 5. I guess we're doing these now. Maybe we can wrap this up today. If the what mechanic are you even going to be? I don't know. That's so hard to see. Even the glow isn't very visible, but okay. If those have taken us that long, maybe the 7's easy peasy. So 3, and they're all the same. Okay, one of these. These are the tricky ones. These are very tricky. Okay, so obviously, like, this has to squeeze out in some way. So, like, that feels like it's essential. Okay. We've also got this stuff down here. I wonder if you're going to join you. Feels like the kind of thing they do. It feels like exactly like the kind of thing they do. Ah, but if you do that though, then no, then you can't leave. Which you're clearly going to have to. So actually, no. So whatever comes in here has to join to you. Right. Unless the shapes... Oh, I guess we can find out what size they're going to be. Is that 14? Yep, 14. Okay. So 14 each. Like, is it in theory possible that you're just like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, you're bigger than that. So you do absolutely have to escape out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. At least to there. So you are going this way. Okay. So you are that as well. That is good to know. You might not be this stuff down here, though. If you're not all of this, then you are not... Sorry, if you're not all of this, then you're extending further, but I don't know if you're not all of this. This is feeling a lot like it could be this bit here. That's a bit of a guess. Although, is this bit the same distance away from that as that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the bottom. It sure is. Well, doesn't that seem interesting? It sure does seem interesting, but maybe I'm being tricked. What size are you? 11, 3 more. So that would be this. What does that leave for you? Oh wait, it's not that, sorry. But I reckon it might be... I was going to say might be this, no. Because that would get in the way of you. Could this be... Could this be the same thing? Or this be the same thing for you? Ooh. Not quite. No. But maybe that continues that way, and you're here. I guess, yeah, we're looking for another bit like this. But this doesn't fit here. Like these 2 2x2s. The 2 2x2s. In fact, where would they fit? It's going to be upside down, isn't it? It's going to be like over here. 2x2, 2x2. Or 2x2, 2x2? Sorry, that's meant to be one thing. I don't think this quite works though, does it? Because of this space. Unless... Well, we can't take that away. So I think I've fallen for a trap here, haven't I? Also, like, what would we do with this? What are these at right now? 11, 11, 11. It does feel like there's not enough space. There's not enough space for you, for sure. But maybe there's a variation of this that works. not convinced. I think I've been tricked. I think I've been tricked. That's still true. So, yeah, the problem is it could just like not be that up there. This is 6 feet under music again. That's quite an obscure reference. Not because, like, I mean, 6 feet under is fairly watched, but it's like a very specific. It's not like the theme tune. It's like a thing that plays every now and then. That's an emotional moment or whatever. Anyway. Why are you only 2 colors? I mean, okay, so these are definitely part of this, right? Because otherwise something else is looping around and then you've only got this space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, nowhere near. So you, it's you, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You could have all of this. That feels wrong, but who knows? Well, I know, because then this wouldn't be part of that shape at all. So you definitely don't have all of it. You could have some of it. But therefore, this needs a 2x2 somewhere, but it could be down here. But it also could be up here. This is terrifying. How does one do this? Oh gosh, we've got the 7 coming up. Obviously they can't get past each other, so they are like, in some way, the yellow's between the purple and the green. The green and the purple might touch around here, but I don't know. In fact, if we're saying, are we saying that you do come down this way? No, we're not necessarily saying that, are we? You might just go this way. Who's using this? Wait, can we do any reachability stuff here? You've already got 4, so you've only got 10 left. I feel like you can get everywhere with 10. Yeah, you can get everywhere with 10. Is there any way you can't get? If you went to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, you don't have to go direct, do you? But if you did, I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be room for everything else. This is definitely an exercise in visualization for sure. Where's the yellows this gonna be? I mean, here maybe, or not, because like that could just be nested within, like between 2 of the shapes rather than sticking out here. It can't be like this, that, because then what about these 2 spaces? Can we figure out that there must be... well, yeah. I was going to say, so some cells must be taken from down here, obviously. I mean, that wasn't quite what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, like, can I figure out how much of this is divided up between these versus this? But, like, all I'll be able to say is that, like, this needs, what was it? 9 more. And this needs 12 more. And this one needs 10 more. So, sure, I can say, like, how much it needs in total, but not how much it needs from down here versus up there. And that's 9, and you need 10 more. So actually, you have to extend at least 1 more elsewhere. And you have to also. Okay. But which way? I mean, you're going to have to, if you're going to extend it this way at all, you have to fill that space because nobody else can fill that space. Is that true? Not really. Like, you could also extend like this. That was 9, and then you could go around it. Yeah. Okay, well. Uh-oh, I'm very worried about the 7. I'm very worried about the 7. A 2b2 is required. And you definitely don't go over there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've only got 9 remaining. But still, I think 9 can get you there. 1, 2, not that you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we can get you there, although this would be unfilled, so actually it can't. So yeah, one of these two goes there for sure. Good to know. Good to know. And kind of the shape of this area implies that there's going to be some, like, quite a bit of diagonality to these things. At least I think it implies that. Because, like, somebody's got to reach over here. If any of them reach over there, then they're going pretty wide at least. But I guess it could just be green. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Could just be that. But it can't be because this shape wouldn't exist in it. So you're not going there. So almost certainly yellow's going there, right? Not sure. Could be purple. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure, it would make that kind of shape, and I'm not sure where else I'd get that kind of shape for the other two. So wow. Wow. It doesn't work. Okay, it's just testing. If this is up here, it's going to have to be... what am I saying? This is up here, and it also fills in this. That doesn't work for you, unless this extends further. Oh dear, I don't know how to do these. There's probably some deep mathematical thing I can do to figure this out, maybe. Something to do with, like, how far each of them stretches, maybe. Like, if, rather than thinking it as like a diagonal that they stretch across, we can think about it as a width and a height, I guess. If they're all going to be the same shape, that width and that height obviously can't be like the full height or the full width, because then they'd hit each other probably. I mean, not necessarily. You could imagine a very simple puzzle where that wouldn't be true. Like just 3 rows. 3 rows of the same length and the red things at each end. Then they would all be the same width and height and fit nicely next to each other. But in a puzzle with this kind of shape, it kind of feels like they can't just do that. But what the heck do I do? What the heck do I do? Except just, like, scribble it in and see what happens. Is there any possibility that this... Oh, I don't like the idea of this being constrained to just down here. No, I don't like that at all. So we need 4 somewhere. But it could just be like 4 like this or whatever. As long as, well, 4 like that. As long as there's like 2 and then an up, although there isn't. Okay, so no, not a 4 like that. A 4 like that. 2. But then we can't do this bit. Maybe just figuring out where this 4 goes is the trick for the other shapes. It might be more than a 4. What if this is that 4? What, like this? Oh. No, this doesn't work. How would these two fill this space? They don't. So you are at most taking 10 from up here. At least taking 1. That's a big difference. I mean, the instinct is just to sort of do this and then hope that I can scribble in some of the other bits, but that obviously doesn't feel good. Do we know that this goes here? Not necessarily. It could be like this or whatever, right? But then that does leave all this. But then maybe you fill in that. But then what? This is impossible. Whoa. This is what I had before, right? And it didn't leave the right things. There's just no way to do this one. Well, unless you're like this. Yeah, but then what about this stuff? You can keep going, you can keep going. You can go down. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Wait, is it just that? Was I really close before? I was really close before. Okay. I still don't have a good process for it, but it works. Are we going to try this, or are we saving it for next time? Let's save it for next time. That's the more sensible thing to do. To make up for that, let's do something small somewhere else. Let's do this. It's 3, 2 10s. Oh, so this is 25. Is that going to tell us that like it's 10, 18? Oh, that makes 24. So there's going to be 1 left over somewhere. But it does mean that all the ones that are the same region as each other. Okay. And you've got to reach each other. So actually, I think that tells me where the 1 is. If these got to reach each other, that is now 7. Wait, that's 7? But we need to leave only 1 elsewhere. So that's... yeah. Cute. Then these go like this. And then you just fill in the rest. No, you don't. What's wrong with this? 10, 6. Oh, I have to fill that in. Okay, cool. That was neat. All right, we'll leave it there, folks. A little bit of a palette cleanser before we take on this 7 next time. All right, see you then, and we'll see what happens. Goodbye.